Get therapy, kids! Hello there, runner, and welcome to whichever day this winds out coming out on, which means it's time for another Live Watches Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Oh boy. So, on the last episode, we had our boy David get stuck in an unfiltered cyber psycho brain dance. We saw Kiwi and the big girl who doesn't wear a shirt, whose name I forgot, come to rescue his ass. We saw some Chromebook shit that, honestly, I am so fucking happy they put in. And honestly, some pretty pog shit going down. I'm hoping that that pog shit continues all the way through, because that's the thing that we really, really want to focus on in Cyberpunk, because we know that this isn't gonna end well. We know this shit isn't gonna end well. That's just how Cyberpunk stories work. So, let's get in here and let's see what happens, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! We're just going straight into the... Oh shit, we're just going straight into the... Alright, Pog. Yeah. Like, that's like my favorite thing about Cyberpunk, is that, like... I think I'm like 99% sure that I have said this before, but like... like, if something ends well, it means that you haven't been paying attention. Like... Like... Oh boy, did I ever- oh god, did I ever- I got so many Cyberpunk stories! Ah, okay. Did I ever tell you guys about the, party I had where they thought that they had gotten the rare good ending? Only for it to last until the moment they got back home. Like, you know the ending of okay, so... I had just finished playing Red Dead Redemption, just for context, so I may have stolen this a little bit. So they had... Basically, they had been, given a job by Militech to basically cause a shitload of problems, and basically just do domestic terror in the United... So this wasn't in Night City, this was in the NUSA. So they'd basically been doing a lot of domestic terror. And, basically in a way to kind of get the Militech president re-elected as president of the United States. So they do all this, but they weren't as subtle about it as they thought they had been. So they get home, and they turn on the news, and they've all been paid, they think they're, like, we're home free, all this shit from all this domestic terror they've been doing. And then the newly elected president goes, "We are aware of these domestic terror threats, and we pledge to you Americans that we will put a stop to this. The people responsible have been found, and they will be punished." And not a single one of them blinked when they heard a knock on their door. They open it, and they all get gunned down by fucking NCPD officers under the employ of Militech. Oh no, he can't open his noodles! Maine, no! Oh, it was so fun. I mean, they were all down for it. I basically... It's not that they knew it was coming, but, like, they knew that that was something on the table. Oh, our boy's... Maine's gonna go cyber psycho. Oh, boy. Okay, Fee, I wanna specifically, like, nail down. This was something that was agreed to in the agreed to by everybody beforehand. This wasn't something I threw at them, without warning. Basically, they knew that it was gonna happen. They just didn't know how it was gonna happen. Ooh. Holy shit, punched her fucking mouth off. Oh boy. Hey. I will point out that this is a little bit of a weird, like, this is a little bit of a weird interpretation of cyberpsychosis, but it's not entirely incorrect. Borderline cases of cyberpsychosis, random disassociations, are something that can happen, and it's really fun to have in like a roleplay scenario. Oh boy. I feel like Maine needs some fucking therapy. Holy shit. By the way, therapy is a valid way to fight cyberpsychosis in Cyberpunk. Like, it's actually one of the only ways. So, get therapy, kids. Or you might have cyber disassociation disorder. Yeah, thank you, Lofo, for telling me, reminding me about Dorio's name. I forgot to mention. Thank you. Ooh. Maine, if you plugged that shit in, you would go Cyber Psycho immediately, my guy. What the fuck? You're 90% chrome. Holy shit, Maine, you fucking moron. Oh, she has Arasaka-based trauma. Ah, I see. So something that's like really fun about what's going on here with Maine. The smart thing to do would be to get therapy and replace some of his augments with prostheses that don't give any statistical benefits. And basically just hold off until his humanity score is higher so he can re-implant them. But players don't like doing that. Players, oh boy. I've given players some augments that they had no right being able to use, and they plug them in anyway. And, like, I knew one guy who was literally 1 humanity point away from fucking going Cyber Psycho. Yeah. Like, my guy was 1 humanity point away from cyberpsychosis for about 6 sessions. And he refused to spend his eddies on therapy. Holy shit. Nice. Oh, Hey, she got the old-fashioned plugs. Let's go! I love those plugs. Probably because you don't get those fucking ports unless you're into some fucking ridiculous shit. Like, those ports like, if that port is what I think it is, right? Like, in the Chromebooks, you don't get those. Those are issued by Corps. Hey, it's got a booty hole out. Oh god, Maine is losing it. Maine is, oh boy, Maine is having a really bad time. Oh, fuck. So yeah, this is what cyberpsychosis looks like from a first single player, like a first person perspective. Oh no. How does he know who he is? Oh, this is a problem. Oh, this is a fucking problem. Yeah, David, you went to their fucking school. Of course they're gonna know who you are, because you got a fucking Sandy, my guy. Oh, I mean, yeah, that being Katsuo's dad would fucking do it too. Holy shit. By the way, I like how the syringe he had was marked with body weight preservation systems. That's a company that is very, very prevalent in 2020, and it's nowhere in 2077. So like that just screams to me that whoever was fucking whoever in Triggers behind this, they played a shitload of 2020. They played a fuckload, and they know what they're doing. Like, holy shit. Like... I mean, Arasaka will, but at least they'll be fucking honest about it. Like, the worst part of this is he's telling the fucking truth. You can never stand against the Megacorps. The best you can do is inconvenience them, and then you're gonna wind up getting shot in the back of the head. The safest jobs to do are for the Megacorps, but only if they're willing to give you protection when they're done. Like, holy shit. And he's dead. So yeah, if he 100% flatlines while Lucy's plugged in, yeah, Lucy's fucking dead. Lucy's gonna go into fucking shock and die. Because guess what? Their fucking nervous systems are connected. Oh boy. So maybe unplug Lucy before this shit goes down? Like, fuck. Oh no, not the nipply. Okay, I'm really glad that, like, it's not actually showing the fucking animation, because there's so much fucking... There's so much titty out and about in this show. My god. Seriously, Maine, get some fucking regular prostheses. Damn, I can't believe David went ahead and got the second base. Lock and load, motherfuckers. Yeah. Prep the oh, he gave her a blanket. Prep the car, run like hell. It's probably Arasaka loss prevention measures, let's be honest. Oh, shit, let's go! Oh, they are... Oh, Maine, this is where Maine fucking dies, isn't it? Maine's either gonna go Cyber Psycho, or he's just gonna out and out fucking die. Oh, they did that on purpose. They know that... Oh, they know that fucking Cyberpunk 2077 has a busted police system. Oh my god. The pigs are appearing out of thin air, almost as if they're spawning just outside of our eye line. Fucking leave! Oh my god. Oh my god, these fucking guys are insane! And not in the good way! I think the best Cyberpunk stories are... The best Cyberpunk stories are by people that have no fucking idea what the themes of Cyberpunk are. Because they'll act like, oh man, I can run in, I can save all my friends. No, fucker, you run. You run, motherfucker, and they will... Like, your friends will not fucking blame you. They're gonna fucking die. Their players are gonna recognize, oh yeah, no, we were fucked up. Why did you run in and save us and get yourself killed, idiot? Hey, she's got pop-up leg guns. Let's go! And here he comes. Here comes his disassociation. I mean, yeah, Fee, like, yeah, like, rescuing your friends is good, but the thing is, if your friends are in such a situation that they're going to fucking die because of their own stupidity, you know, like, it's... Well, there goes Dorio. Well done, Maine, you fucking moron. Oh, no, David. David, no! I mean, like, it's so valid to go save your friends, but, like, it is dumb. So long as you accept that it's dumb and your chances of survival are minuscule. Alright, fine, valid. Is this my fault? Says the man who had a cyberpsychosis episode and murdered his way through half a fucking building. Is he using Tanaka as a bludgeon? Or he was using Tanaka as a bludgeon. Oh, our boy is going absolutely fucking mental. Let's go! Yep. He is absolutely fucking gone. Ah! Yes, this is what cyberpsychosis looks like. This is what I wanted. Alright. I was so worried this entire time that they would fuck up cyberpsychosis because they'd been saying stuff so far that, like, kind of missed the point more than a little. But, like... But, like, no, this is 100% on fucking board with what's going on. My man's making a fucking pyre. Let's go. I love that his vision is just so... I love that his vision is just so fucking gone. He is disassociating so fucking hard that the entirety of his surroundings are just completely gone. Oh god, David. David is just... David is like that first game Cyberpunk player. It's his first character, he's never had to re-roll, he's never had his character get stuck in an unwinnable situation because of his own stupidity. Meanwhile, Maine is the guy who's had like 6 fucking campaigns and he knows what's going on. He knows when he's fucked and he knows when he's going to make his death look as cool as fucking possible. That's the difference between a game 1 Cyberpunk player and a game 2 and a game fucking 6 Cyberpunk player. Yeah. No use saving those who don't want to be saved. Exactly. There's no use... Yeah. Yeah, like 100%. Like, that feels like what they're doing, and it works so fucking well. Like... I don't know if the people at Trigger have ever played the tabletop, either 2020 or Red, but... if you told me they had, I would 110% believe you, because there is so much shit here that straight up feels ripped straight from the imaginations of a fucking... like, just ripped straight from a fucking tabletop campaign. Like, holy shit. I fucking endeavor to make my campaigns as good as this, as like, thematic and good as this. Like, I don't always do it. It's like, sometimes I finish my campaigns, I finish my gigs, and I'm like, oh man, I fucked that up so hard. But, like, this is the goal. This is the goal. Emotional beats and like, theming. Not so much, like, you know, everybody dying, because if people dying should not be the goal, it should be a happy side effect. But oh boy. Oh boy, that's so fucking good. That's so fucking good. I love that. Oh boy. Okay, so Fiona's probably screaming about yeah, no, that look is kind of sussy, but honestly, I'm fairly certain that that look is just like David just kind of having his moment of, oh, shit's fucked, you know? Like, it's like this, like, that look of, like, now he recognizes what he's playing, you know? Like, if we were to take this in, like, this is a tabletop game thing, right? But, like, yeah, he could also be mildly disassociating, that's also true. So, like, one of the big themes of Cyberpunk, like I've said, is the fact that there is never a happy ending. Even if you survive, there's shit that's not gonna be happy. Yeah, the all my friends are dead moment. Like, every good Cyberpunk campaign should have a moment that is not, you know, literally all my friends are dead, but it should have that same vibe as that all my friends are dead moment, because Cyberpunk is a dystopia where the bad guys already won, and it's your job to try and just live in that new world. Like the campaign I mentioned at the start, right? Where, like, they did domestic terrorism for Militech, and then none of the the players knew. The players knew because, like, when we were coming up with the campaign, I had established with them, hey, you know where this is going, right? And, like, so, like, it was something that they'd agreed to. If, like, we had a player who was like, no, I don't want that. If my player dies, I want it to be because I fucked up, not because the story did it. But they all agreed, so that was it. So, yeah, like, the reality is nightmare moment. Yeah, the, oh shit, that's the kind of game I'm playing moment. Exactly. In a good way, not in the, oh god, someone has a fucking horse cock moment. Like, we don't want that moment, because that moment's cringe. Like, every single one of my players, they had this moment of, like, alright, I've done this big job. I've killed so many people. I've done so many bad things, but I'm set up for life. My family will never go hungry. My you know, the people I want to protect, they're taken care of. And now I just gotta sit back and, oh hey, what's that at the door? Bang, 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 like dead. Like, in the end, they got what they wanted. They got enough money that their families are set up for life. And that's what Militech promised, that they'd have enough eddies that their family would be set up for life. Didn't say anything about them. But yeah, like, I really, really like this episode just because it just, like, we've got 4 more episodes, right? We've got 4 more episodes. Ow. Thank you for the follow, Fish Tiny Ferret. Yeah. The best way to describe it is a bittersweet, not so much ever. Yeah, because you can survive a Cyberpunk campaign. It's like, yeah, like, it's like, you need that moment of bittersweet. Like, you can, like, and I know DMs for Cyberpunk that do have happy endings where, like, the players have that moment of, like, yeah, I made it. But, like, that's, like, the exception, and it almost seems to go against the spirit of the world. Like, but, like, once again, it's tabletop, so you can, if you want to have your everyone survives, everyone wins feel-good story, yeah, sure. There's nothing stopping you from running that as a DM. But, like I said, like, for me personally, I feel like that goes against the world. And at the same time, I feel like killing everybody is something that, like, if the players don't agree to it, then it becomes kind of, yeah. For me personally, my favorite stories are the ones where everyone survives at the end, but God, they wish they didn't. Like, you know what I mean? David's story is kind of fish out of water. He starts with a vague understanding of a glamorous version of edge running via BDs. The new play's only heard of the setting in passing and heard how cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cyberpunk is not about living a long life. It's about dying in the coolest fucking way possible. Oh god, like it's, I don't know, and like this episode really gets that across. Just like that whole idea of just like, hey, this is the fucking game you're playing. It's all about being as cool as shit. And Maine's death is cool as shit. Maine's dead, like, he's running on the fucking very edges of cyberpsychosis. The woman he loves is fucking dead. He knows he's on his way out, no matter what the fuck he does. So he makes his death as cool as possible and saves who he can save. Like, if that isn't cyberpunk, I don't know what the fuck is. And spoiler alert, yeah, no, that is the most cyberpunk fucking thing going. Like, holy shit. I absolutely love, like, how this went. Like, just, oh boy, like this episode, you could change the title of this episode from Girl on Fire to That's Cyberpunk, baby, and that would 110%, like, holy fuck, like, oh god, can I find the quote? Can I find the quote without going horrendously over time? Okay, so, Cyberpunk 2020, page 3, the opening blurb. The world of cyberpunk is a violent, dangerous place filled with people who'd love to rip your arms off and eat it. The traditional concepts of good and evil are replaced by the values of expedience. You do what you have to survive. If you can do some good along the way, great. Don't fucking count on it, though. I wonder how that would translate in-game. Well, no, it actually does exist in-game. God damn, I have to open the fucking cyberpsychosis page of the book, don't I? God damn it. Unless you mean the video game, in which case I have no fucking idea, because CDPR is cowardly. CDPR are too cowardly to put cyberpsychosis in their game for the player. He wasn't far gone enough to go killing in the streets, but the trauma team and PD already made the site. Yeah, because basically, cyberpsychosis is so demonized by the populace that it's actually made out to be a lot more dangerous than... So, a cyberpsycho going full fucking ham, that's super, super fucking dangerous. It is ridiculous. It is a problem, right? But... Because cyber psychos are demonized as bad people instead of people that needed fucking help and never got it, like, it's a lot more dangerous than it really should be. You know, it's a demonized mental illness that is treatable. It is so fucking treatable. Like, you can, like, there are rules in the book for therapy, therapeutic brain dances, temporarily replacing your augments with prostheses to help you get your sense of humanity back, reassociation programs, shit like that. They exist, that you can pay for, and they're not that expensive. But because cyberpsychosis is so demonized, cyberpsychos are a lot bigger of an issue than they otherwise would be, because nobody is going to, like, feel themselves disassociating and go, oh fuck, I need to check myself into a clinic. No, they're going to feel themselves disassociating, and they're going to fucking hide it. They're going to try and self-medicate. They're going to try and stop themselves going cyberpsychosis without letting anybody know that they're going cyberpsycho, because they know that the moment they check in to that fucking clinic, their job is gonna know, their friends are gonna know, their family's gonna know, and they're gonna be demonized as just another fucking cyberpsycho. Like, Cyberpunk is a really, really good criticism of modern society, you know? Because, like, think about mental health in the modern day. Going to therapy is considered weakness in a lot of cultures, including ours. It's straight up a fucking issue. I'm trying to find, like, Cyberpunk Red's thing on cyberpsychosis, and I am having issues finding it. Here it is. Okay. Cyberpsychosis is not necessarily always violent. Not all cyberpsychos are violent. However, a number of cases, specifically those who already have a manifested psychopathological or sociopathic tendencies, will find these tendencies magnified to a dangerous extent. Specifically, their view of others as things to be used or harmed without the thought of empathy increases dramatically. From the Hare psychopathy checklist, elements of psychopathy include grandiose sense of self and need for stimulation, cunning and manipulative, lack of remorse or guilt, callousness and lack of empathy, poor behavioral controls, impulsivity, failure to accept responsibility, and criminal versatility. The game assumes if you have a low empathy, you'll be prone to these symptoms, and the act of cramming unneeded cyberware into your body may trigger this reaction. Disassociation and psychopathic tendencies equals cyberpsychosis. If your empathy is 3 or greater, you have no cyberpsychosis or disassociation. If you're equal to 2, you have borderline dissociative disorder. Do your best to roleplay accordingly. If it's equal to 1, you have a dissociative disorder, borderline cyberpsychosis, character exhibits strongly at least 3 traits from the Hare psychopathy checklist. Do your best to roleplay accordingly. So I think that Maine was probably equal to 1, maybe edging on 0. That's roughly where he was. Equal to 0, cyberpsychosis. Character exhibits strongly or at least 5 traits from the Hare psychopathy checklist. Do your best to roleplay. So this is basically, if you're equal to 0, you are basically a cyberpsycho, but the DM hasn't taken your character away yet. Equal to 0, and you have negative humanity, which can happen. Extreme cyberpsychosis. Character is handed to the GM, who plays them according to their worst tendencies. Character is handed back to the player if their humanity ever becomes a positive number, which can happen if you're on drugs. There are drugs that temporarily lower your humanity as a side effect, and if you take a temporary humanity loss via drugs, once that drug wears off, your humanity goes back up to like a portion of where it was before. But yeah, like Maine was probably equal to 1 throughout like most of this episode, and then at the very end hit 0. At the very end hit 0, and then killed himself in that big funeral pyre in order to avoid going below 0. Because, like, straight up, like, Maine out and out, like, acts like a player who is very, very familiar with this world and knows how to play an edge runner in a way that is, 1, really cool, and 2, they're still going to make those same mistakes every player does, because that's what Cyberpunk encourages. Cyberpunk encourages you to do cool shit above your own personal safety, because making a new character is cheap. Yeah. Basically, Alex, yeah. So, yeah, this episode was really, really good. I fucking loved it. I loved every single aspect of it, and this was probably one of the best representations of cyberpsychosis I've seen in so much shit. Like, I know DMs that have been running Cyberpunk for years, for longer than I have been alive, that don't do cyberpsychosis this well. Holy shit. But yeah, that was good. I liked it a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So if you're watching this on YouTube, have a good one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share social media, all that good shit. If you want to watch these live, you can always come to twitch.tv/LiveTheCyberDoll, and if you want to support me, you can also do some Patreon, stream elements, Twitch chat, all that good shit. So, as always, I am Liv the Cyberdoll. See you in the next one, runner. Bye-bye.